Hey everyone, welcome to another stream. Kind of a surprise stream. I actually posted something here on YouTube yesterday saying I was under the weather and I probably wasn't going to stream this week, but I think a lot of what I was dealing with was just allergy related. I took some allergy medication yesterday and I ended up feeling perfectly fine, so I've got energy again, and we're gonna stream some Battle Kid for NES. This is a 2010 homebrew by Civac Games, or Civac, I have no idea how you pronounce it. I've known about this one for a long time, and I did actually dabble with it several years ago, and I never really made it very far into it. It is a precision platformer, like literally precision. Very, very difficult, not for everyone, but I decided to fire it up this week, and ended up just actually having a pretty good time with it. So ended up finishing it on my own time, and then I did like a 85% second playthrough. I got to the final set of stages again, and so yeah, I wanted to definitely stream it while it's still fresh in my mind. And so what we're going to do is attempt to go through the whole game, most of the game. There is one exception later on in the playthrough, as you guys will probably see. We'll try to dabble with it, but yeah, it's a really cool game. I'm kind of excited to show it off and try to play through it again. And yeah, a lot of people I don't think have actually finished this one because it is a hard game. It is a very difficult game. Again, it's a precision platformer, but the checkpoints are also kind of few and far between, and so you've got to go through a lot of trial and error in just difficult sections over and over again, and it can get repetitious for some people that are struggling with it. But hopefully, now that I've gone through the game mostly a couple times, I should be able to, you know, show off a lot of the difficult sections and whatnot. Who am I kidding? The whole game is difficult, but yeah, we'll hopefully be able to make our way through the whole game. Interesting flow on this one too. It's actually got a pretty decently laid out map system, and you have fast travel too. You unlock teleporters, kind of like in Symphony of the Night. It's interesting stuff, and I definitely recommend giving it a try if you haven't seen it. So, funny enough, when you beat the game, you can it actually gives you a password for a sound test, and that password is BK1 Music. And so what I did is I just went right into the sound test menu there to have some introduction music, which is always nice. So Michael says, until now, I've never heard of this. Well, now you have. Hey, Phoenix, welcome back. Hey, Freddy. Hey, Internet Junkie. Hey, DG, hope you're doing well. Hey, Mike, and I see Tom is out there as well with Apache mode. So, yeah, good to see you guys. Let's go ahead and hit that start button and just jump right into it. I'll go ahead and let the introductions play out and stuff like that. So you do have a wide variety of difficulty settings, and I should mention that this game actually had a variety of ROM revisions. There was even a Japanese version with like hit points and stuff like that. But this is like I think this is the version 1.10 version. I don't know. It was one of the cartridge releases from Retro USB, or Retro Zone as they used to call themselves. So this version doesn't have hit points or anything. It's one-hit kills, 100% of the playthrough, no shields, no nothing. So it is a lot more challenging than some of the later releases. Like, there's actually a Japanese release that came out just a few years back that has hit points. And then there's also a modern version for it's on itch.io along with the Xbox ecosystem, Xbox One and Series consoles, that I think have some of those, tweaks. We're playing one of the original cartridge releases of this game that doesn't have those tweaks, so it is, I think, probably considerably more difficult even on the default settings. So we're going to play on normal. Hard mode limits your continues, so you get 50 continues, no passwords. Very hard is 20 continues, no passwords. Unfair is you have to beat the game without dying, and that is just utterly ridiculous. So that is not for me. I might try hard sometime, but man, I have to continue a lot on this game because it is one-hit kills. It's very difficult. But easy, you actually start with this item called the damage amplifier, or the damage amp. It basically doubles your firepower. You can actually get that through normal play, but it's insanely difficult, as you guys will see later on in the playthrough. And actually, guys, I just realized that my crop is not correct here, so let me actually fix that first before we actually start playing. I didn't even realize that. Alright, so let's see. Let's get that corrected. And I think the rest of it is about right. So there we go. New updated crop should be correct now. But whoa, look at this. We also have some feline action. Milo's in his tube, and Patchouli is just staring at him, wondering why that cat is such an idiot. He's a lovable idiot, though. He's an awesome cat. He's wild. He's crazy. Hey, Patchouli. Come here, babe. Come here, Patchouli. Come here, Patchouli. Come here, babe. Get her out of harm's way. when Milo's in crackhead mode, he likes to go after her. Ooh, is she going to that bed? Or is she gonna jump back down? Ooh, she might even go after him. Oh! 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 She doesn't ever do that. She went into the tube after him. Normally, he's the instigator, not her. Oh, man. And he's back in the tube again. Nope, he's back out. In a dark corner now. That is funny. Hey, Milo. Milo. What you doing, buddy? Oh, man. Okay, let's play the game. Alright, yeah, so again, we're gonna do the normal difficulty. That was entertaining. Alright, and I will, sort of let this stuff play out. It does have a light story, not too terribly interesting, but it is what it is. Hey, Wonka, welcome. Timmy has reached his destination. Alright, so it's actually a pretty basic game in terms of gameplay is concerned. You basically just run, jump, and you shoot. You can shoot a lot like in Mega Man. You can have up to 3 projectiles on screen at once. And you can also button mash. Alright, so we just got ourselves a XY position item, which you can see the XY coordinates in the top right. Not all that useful, to be honest with you. It would be really sweet if this actually had a, built-in map. But, yeah, it is what it is. This is a teleporter, like I was talking about. You want to make sure you unlock these and actually activate them by going through them. They will definitely help you traverse the world a lot easier, especially late on in the playthrough. These are save zones, or save points, and you just press up to activate them. This is a computer terminal. This thing actually helps you out a lot. If you teleport back to this area and you activate the terminal, it'll kind of give you hints on where to go next. So if you get lost, you want to come back here and use the terminal. So it says, proceed through the caves to reach the fortress entrance. Beware the Lotus Guardian. That's basically our first boss. And hey, Banu Black, I see Nikon, and I see Wonka, and I see Society. Welcome back, guys. So yeah, this is basically the start of the game. And again, it's all about just getting to your next checkpoint and then exploring the world. But it is a precision platformer, and so you've got to be wary of your environments, and it is also instant kills in this. So these guys take 4 hits. But we're going to come here first. I'm going to go ahead and just destroy this bouncy ball. We've got these little green things. You want to just sort of get near them and they will trigger and then just go upwards, and you just have to jump in the opposite direction. We're gonna come on up here. These little snails, they shoot a lot. You notice that basically, like, you get in their line of sight and they just shoot a few projectiles. And I'm gonna just kill this thing, just take my time, just like that, and we're gonna jump over here and then just kind of fall straight down. There is a lot of trial and error in this game, and so, yeah. I'm gonna just let this little snail kind of work its way over to me, and I'm gonna jump over it, and then I should be able to just jump over its projectiles as they shoot out at me. See, just like that. And here's our next continue point. So we've actually managed to work our way through our first, like, 10 screens or so, and so now we don't have to worry about them anymore. I'm gonna just kind of skip this thing. A lot of enemies in this you can actually skip. I don't think we can actually come down here yet. There will be a keyed slot. So there are 4 different keys in the game. So we'll get the key with the Roman numeral 1 later, and we'll be able to bust these open, but that won't be for a while. So, but this is going to be a frequent point of travel. We're going to come back to this area down here a lot over the course of the playthrough. You notice that I can't actually jump up here. We're going to get ourselves a double jump that'll allow us to go there eventually. So there's definitely some Metroidvania involved in this game, where you get abilities that allow you to, traverse other areas that, like, you wouldn't normally be able to early on in the playthrough. So it's pretty neat in that regard. But again, it is a precision platformer, so you also have to not touch anything, otherwise you die and you have to repeat these sections over and over again. That's where I was talking about earlier, where, like, the game is definitely not for everyone, because these precision platformers can be very frustrating. These blocks break, just like that. The timing on them is pretty strict as well. You can't just sit on them for a little while. These guys are a little derpy, you just shoot them. Nothing too special here. Alright, good deal. Should be close to a checkpoint, I think. Just fall straight down here. Yep. Should be close to a checkpoint. There it is. And Zanctum, how are you doing today? Welcome back, welcome back. Kind of excited to show off some Battle Kid. It's a pretty cool game. I kind of wish I put some more time into it sooner. But again, its difficulty... Precision platformers like this, I should correct myself, like, I don't actually enjoy them as much as a lot of other people do. But this one like really clicked with me. You know, it was nice, a nice breath of fresh air by NES standards. And this was a homebrew too. It's like a more, well, now it's a more recent game. Oops. So we have to do that all over again because I died. It was just a breath of fresh air. I was like bouncing through my flash cart the other day, and I was like, man, I really should try to play some Battle Kid. And I did. I played a bunch of other homebrews too, but this one, like, I just stuck with it, and I was like, oh man, this was actually really fun. Now, again, very frustrating. As you can see, I've already had to try to do this section twice now. We're on our third try. But some of these parts are quite tricky. There we go. The idea there is just to kind of do that quickly. Some sections you want to take your time, others ideally you want to just kind of like knock them out in your first go. Okay, there we go. Good. Alright, snail thing again, so jump, jump. There's a lot of this precision-oriented stuff throughout this game. Lots of patterns, simple, like, repetitious patterns. Oh my god, I didn't jump high enough. You gotta be kidding me. We have to do that all over again. There's gonna be a lot of this in this playthrough, by the way. I did want to preface this whole thing with, I am not an expert at this game by any stretch of the meaning. I've beaten the game almost twice now, and so, you know, it's not like I've played it 100 times like Ninja Gaiden or something like that. So we are going to die a lot. And it is definitely a game that requires, like, your utmost attention when you're playing. There we go. Probably just jump over this thing. I don't... Oh, you gotta be kidding me! I got screwed by a bad hitbox. Some of the hitboxes in this are not very good, and I definitely got screwed by a bad hitbox there. I should have been able to just jump over that thing. And that's actually a good point of contention, is sometimes it's just better... You're better off just killing things instead of, you know, trying to jump over them. The whole killing things is the safer route sometimes. Very curious about the version on Xbox or itch.io. I wonder if the hitboxes are any better in that. So again, just take our time. Yeah, sometimes you will get screwed by a bad hitbox. There we go. Alright, much better. Alright, we should be close to a checkpoint. Yep, this is a checkpoint up here. Very good. I mean, that wasn't the worst thing ever. Like, yeah, I died a bunch, but it's okay. Hey, Elric, welcome back. Wonka says the music and graphics remind him of Mega Man somewhat. Yeah, a little bit. Sanctum says this is a really nice game, but hard as balls. It is actually a really tough game, and it gets way, way harder later on in the playthrough. Alright, so this is our first boss. And all the bosses in this game, well, not all the bosses, usually have pretty straightforward patterns, but the bullets and stuff like that and attacks come out so fast, it takes so long to get used to the bosses. But this first one isn't too bad once you figure it out. It basically just alternates between these two shot pattern types. So in the second pattern, I want to just get on the ground and basically just alternate like this. And then constantly stay in motion because there's this sort of tentacle arm that comes out of the floor. I will say some of the bosses in this game get, like, really tough. And, alright, he should be almost dead. Yep, got him. Nice. Second try, not too bad. Hey, Robert, welcome back. I am playing Battle Kid, yes. Now, here is, one thing that you need to keep in mind when you're playing this. When you beat a boss, go right back to your continue zone, or your save spot. Because if you don't do that and you die, you will have to fight the boss over again. So, always make sure you do that. The second you beat a boss, go back to your save spot. And I don't think we're going to be able to do much right here, but this is a teleporter. I do want to unlock this. I'm going to teleport over here, and then I'm going to teleport right back. If you don't actually use the teleporter, I don't think it actually unlocks. And so, based on that as well, I'm going to go back and save. That way I don't have to worry about the teleporter not being unlocked. Michael asks, have you ever played Nightshade? I've only played it for a few minutes. I haven't put a lot of time into it, unfortunately. Society asks, are there items to add to hit points? Or it is, unfortunately, it's one hit death the entire game, Society. So what you've been seeing so far is what you have to go through for the entire game. Now, again, there was a re-release version that was heavily modified, apparently, for the Japanese market, and that actually incorporated hit points. Now, it's entirely possible the sequel to this game also had hit points, but I haven't played it. But now that I've actually finished the first one, I definitely... Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I went off screen. There we go. Yeah, now that I've actually finished the first game, I definitely want to try to beat the second one. That feather up there lets us float down. We're not going to get that for quite a while, so... But that does kind of like, you know, taunt us. Hey, Gotcha, welcome back. So we're gonna have to actually come down past where that snail is, and I think what we're gonna end up doing is... I think we get a power-up that allows us to jump a little bit higher. So that is our goal right now. Oh, I dropped down way too early. That was my fault. Alright, there we go. Try this again. Oh, you're not that late, Gotcha. We just started. This is very early in the playthrough. Now you'll notice that there are 6 skulls on the top right-hand portion of the screen. Those are the bosses. We have to kill 6 bosses, and then that unlocks our last part of the game. Alright, there we go. Yeah, we can jump a little bit higher. You can see it's actually in our inventory in the top left. Those don't go away, for the most part. Couple of exceptions later on in the playthrough, which you guys will see once we get there, but they're basically like permanent upgrades for the majority of the playthrough. Alright, and at this point we're basically just working our way back out. I'm gonna actually reset this. And this one nice thing, you can just go right off screen just to reset things. Alright. And we're gonna go ahead and go back and save it. Because again, if I die without saving it, then, yeah, I have to do it all over again. Still no plans to play Kid Icarus? I mean, dude, there's like thousands of games out there. It's hard to just pick one. But yes, I will do it eventually. Eventually, if I'm still alive. But we'll see. A lot of the stuff I've been covering lately, I've just been kind of winging it. It's just, I'll just like fire up a game on Twitch or something, and then just get sucked into it, and then that ends up becoming a YouTube stream, like Ridge Racer 5 did last week. So I don't actually plan out a lot of my stuff anymore, because I try not to be very rigid with my uploads, because then it starts to feel like work. And I barely make any money off this, yet I put a lot of time into it. And so I'm not sitting here like, oh, I'm gonna do Kid Icarus next week. Like, I don't really do that anymore, because, yeah. Just trying to take things easy here and just enjoy myself. And so, like, this is one of those games where this was not planned at all. This was just, I wasn't feeling too well last week, so I had the AVS out on my couch. I was just sitting there enjoying, you know, some NES homebrew, and I just got hooked on this game. Ended up finishing it, and so here we are now. And Kid Icarus might end up being something like that in the future. Maybe one day I'll just feel like firing it up, and then I'll end up beating it, and then we'll do a stream. But until then, I've got no plans, so to say, but I also don't really have plans for almost anything I do here nowadays. But that also makes things more interesting for me. I used to have like a rigid schedule, like, okay, I'm going to play this, then I'm going to play that, I'm going to do a let's play of this, I'm going to do a let's play of that. and I would just force myself to play games I wasn't really feeling like playing. You know, maybe I could go back to that if my channel, like, exploded or something, but that's not gonna happen. So I need to basically find a good work-life balance when it comes to YouTube. So we're actually making really fast progress on these teleporters, which is great. And, let's go ahead and save it. I think I actually, you know what's funny? I think I did an NES Variety stream a while ago, sometime in the last 6 months, and I think I actually played Kid Icarus on it. I think we made it like halfway through the game. So now we got the Yoku blocks from Mega Man. There's quite a few of these as the playthrough progresses. We also have these fans here. Yeah, this place was actually really tough for me to deal with the first time I played. A lot of trial and error on this, but I've had to go through this place so many times now that I think I've actually got it down pretty well. Whee! And tricky Yoku block section here. You have to actually use the sitting off a platform halfway to your advantage. Ooh, just like that. And what I'm going to do is just sit right here and let this thing just blow me off. Look at that. Oh, first try. That is actually awesome. Whoa there. Again, you don't have to kill every enemy. You don't get points in this game or anything, although that would have been pretty cool if you did. Although with the open-ended nature of the game, I guess it kind of would have been pointless. No pun intended. Alright, so these things, they activate as you get near them. This first one, you can actually just run straight through them and then just jump like that. But these ones are a little more tricky. I'm going to try to jump over, trigger that, and then, yeah, they just fly right across the screen wherever you are on the screen. Whatever height you're at. Oops. This one, I like the fan that blow gets me twice, and then I just run and gun it. Just like that. I just go for it. Alright, should be close to a checkpoint. Yep, another checkpoint. Man, nice and smooth. Just how I like it. When you're dying in these sections left and right, things can get really frustrating. And there's going to be another Yoku block section coming up here. It's actually several of them. I'm going to sit up here and jump over like that. Ooh, okay. Just wait, and then we jump, and then jump, just like that. I'd say this is probably where the game starts showing some teeth, really. Whew. Look at that, that is just mean. We have to come up here. Oh, I didn't jump in time. Oh, so we have to do that all over again. Society says the world record for this is 37 minutes and 25 seconds. Yeah, that's pretty fast, honestly. I mean, there is a lot to this game. And you really have to know it inside and out if you're gonna beat it in under 40 minutes. I do wonder if there are, like, any exploits to, like, speedrun through it faster. I jumped way too early. Oops. I will have to watch a speedrun of it just to kind of see what it's like. Alright, got it. Alright, sweet. Oh, that was close. Oh, lucky. No! Come on, man. Ugh. I think there's a checkpoint right after that room, so... We're getting really close, but you can see how this can get a little frustrating because you end up having to go through a lot of difficult sections just to try the one part that you're dying at. And then, just like a Dark Souls game, it starts to whittle you down. It starts to wear you out, and then you stop focusing. And then you start making bad decisions, and then you start dying at sections you aced early on. And that's just the nature of these types of games, these precision platformers. Now, this game was apparently inspired by I Wanna Be the Guy, and that is a much more difficult game, but it's about as close as we get to it on the NES. So it is a very interesting dynamic for an NES game. I can't really think of any other, like, precision platformers like this on the NES that aren't homebrews. Like, I don't think there's a single game like this that came out back in the day. None that I've played, at least. I mean, yeah, a lot of NES games, their platformers were pretty tough, but not like this. Like, with the extreme trial and error. Oh, I screwed it up again. Ugh. And now the game is just steamrolling us. Looking forward to getting past this section. This is probably one of the tougher sections in the game for me, as far as, like, the main game is concerned. The final areas of the game are really devious, and there is one optional area that you can try to go to. I'm going to try to show it off later. That is also insanely difficult. But as far as, like, the main areas are concerned, why did I do that? See, I'm not focusing. I'm doing exactly what I said. The game is whittling me down, and now I'm not focusing. I'm making really dumb mistakes. Doesn't help that I'm talking and playing at the same time, which I was definitely not doing when I was learning this game. A lot of times I learn my games, like, on Twitch or something like that, because I feel like I'm being a little more productive by broadcasting the learning process. But with this game, I was actually just, you know, I was under the weather, so I was just on my couch playing this by myself. And so now that I've got the talking and playing element on top, it's kind of screwing with my my attention span here. Oh my god, I screwed it up again. You really got to listen to the sounds on these blocks as well. There we go. All right. All right, another one down. Now I have to jump from this one right up here. Oh, got it. Okay. Finally. That's a tough one. It'll be a little more fun later when we come back, when we got the double jump and stuff like that. We've got the float. Alright, so this guy, we need to shoot him in the eyeball up top. And the real thing you gotta watch out for here is which door these little, like, robotic birds come out of. If it's on the bottom, you can literally just sit here and just shoot straight, and you'll be pretty safe. Nice. First try. Hell yeah. Yeah, this game has a couple of bosses where it's just like, they take up, like, the whole screen. It's pretty cool. And just like I said before, go back to your checkpoint. Otherwise, if you die, you have to do the boss over again. So, there we go. We saved it. Also, when you die in this game, you do get a password. So I recommend, like, taking a snapshot of that password occasionally. Alright, so we got our first key. But there's actually a secret here we're going to come back to later. There's a door for key number 4. The key number 4 is optional. Well, sort of optional. I mean, if you want the good ending in the game, you do have to get key number 4, but this area right here that's locked off right now is optional. But if you can go through that area, you get the damage amplifier. And we're gonna just try to fall down here. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. This part's also a lot easier later on when you've got the float ability. Or sort of like glide. Okay, got it that time. Alright, cool. Alright, back to this place. Checkpoint. These guys take about 4 hits, and the interesting thing about them is that they actually come back to life, and when they do that, that's when they can hurt you again. And this one's a little tricky right here, too. Alright, got it. Cool. Alright, this one is kind of annoying. You have to be really fast with it. I've died there so many times. And this part right here, you don't actually have to kill this ball, you can just go underneath it. Alright, I'm going to wait. There we go. Alright, not too bad. Alright, sweet. Awesome, first try. Alright, we got these sort of like, imps, if that's what you want to call them. You don't have to kill all of them. Just kill certain ones, and then you can just get a, you know, just avoid the other one. But they take a lot of hits. Alright, good deal. So, just taking our time here. Sin City, what's going on? He says, oh boy, this is tense. Yeah, there's gonna be a whole lot more of that. Yeah, the idea with that screen is to try to kill those guys as fast as possible. Okay. Sweet. Alright, we're good. We're gonna fall back down here. And go ahead and... Not there. We're gonna come back down here because there's the checkpoint. Like I said, this beginning part of the game, we're going to be revisiting a lot over the course of the playthrough. And so, we're going to actually work our way back so we can use our number 1 key. Alright, checkpoint again. Boom, there we go. Now we can get out over here. Actually, technically, I mean, yeah, we do have to come down here. So we technically already did this area earlier. Oh! I messed that up. Alright, now we can come this way. If you come over here, still can't get up here, we're gonna need a double jump for that. That's gonna be like a late game area. Hey, check this out. Key number 2. So we're gonna have to come back here later. Now we've got water. And one interesting thing is that you can't really breathe underwater. You have a timer. At least at this point in the game, you have a timer. So if that timer runs out, you end up dying. Apparently that was removed from later versions of the game, which I found really interesting. Because I actually kind of like that water mechanic. Kind of forces you to push forward quickly. It's part of the challenge, you know. We're gonna come up this way first. Oh! I sat there for too long. I needed to jump. But those flying enemies with their spread shots are kind of dangerous enemies. It's always difficult for me to, like, to read their patterns and where they're going to shoot. Thankfully, these clams, they only take, like, 2 hits. So if you time your shots, you know, you can take them out pretty quickly. Now, you can only hurt them when their mouths are open. I don't even know what those things are supposed to be. Like, weird derpy seahorses? I don't know. It's hard to tell. There we go. Alright. Another checkpoint. I love how a lot of the areas in this game just loop around. Like, we originally came through this area the top way, and those things were shooting vertically at us, but now we're taking the bottom way and going a totally different route. Like I said, I think the map design in this is actually pretty decent. I mean, especially for a homebrew game, it's like, it's... Oops! I always forget about that. I always forget about that. It's really cool. Yeah, and a lot of this stuff you're just gonna figure out on your own, too. It's not, like, super complex. There are a couple of cryptic features, but for the most part, it is pretty straightforward, and you should be able to figure out the flow of the castle on your own. Oops, almost did it again. We need to sit there, and then there. Sit here. Sit here. There we go. Alright, for this part, I think I like to actually go through this relatively quickly. Just, yep. On those balloon sections, if you don't take your time, generally it's a little bit easier. Alright, so this right here, we're gonna have to come back here later. Basically, once you clear all 6 bosses, these things actually clear out. Now, you don't want to touch these things. I actually found out the other day, you actually die if you touch them. So, don't do that. And there is going to be another, like, teleporter around here somewhere. Hey, big dogs, welcome back. Yeah, I am feeling a little bit better, for sure. And, oh, you got a Switch OLED model. Very nice. Nice. You want to go ahead and use the teleporter. Otherwise, it won't, like, fully open up. At least I don't think it does. My first playthrough, I forgot to activate the teleporter. And so when I was trying to find this area to unlock the final area of the game, I was like, God, where is it? I totally forgot where it was. I ended up running around the entire castle multiple times trying to find it, simply because I didn't have the teleporter opened up. And speaking of which, let me just, I don't know, getting sidetracked here, so. Hey, Chain Sawyer, welcome back. Alright, now this place also has a lot of new mechanics that are challenging to deal with, to say the least. And these are mechanics that are going to be, you know, utilized for the rest of the playthrough, so you better get used to them. Yeah, and the game had mentioned in the story, this place, you know, having a lot of wizards or something like that, and that's kind of like, this area ties into that whole mythos. And the boss here was easily the hardest boss I had to fight for quite some time. These green guys, they basically shoot a star down on top of you vertically, wherever you are on the screen. So you need to kind of manipulate where those drop in order to get like a good line of sight shot. And this is kind of tedious. It's kind of cool, but it's also kind of tedious. They kind of, I would say they overuse this mechanic at points in the game. You need to sort of, like, focus your eyeballs on where that next gap is, otherwise you're gonna end up not landing yourself in the right part of the gap, and you're gonna get nailed by spikes. I do really enjoy the soundtrack in this game. I'm really glad that they implemented a sound test menu. Alright, save spot over here. Yep. Oh! It's one of the vertical ones. Wasn't paying attention. Yeah, being able to button mash fast actually really helps you out in this game. Big time. Alright, there we go. Yeah, this part is always tricky because you've got two of those balls floating around, and it's just really disorienting, to be honest with you. It's hard on my eyeballs. And my focus. So out of curiosity, how many of you guys out there have actually played this game before? From what I understand, I think there are at least a couple thousand physical copies out there of this game. So I'm very curious how many people actually like played it legit on cartridge back in the day. I was talking to some friends on Twitch the other day, and they popped in, and they were like, "Oh man, I played this game, but I gave up real fast." And I was like, "Yeah, I don't blame you." Hey, Cafe Man. Cafe Man says, "I have not played it. The NES homebrew version was like 10 years back." Yeah, about 13 years ago now. Yeah, 2010 is when it came out. And then there was a sequel, which I'm probably gonna try to play sometime in the near future. Because despite how tough this is, I did enjoy it. Alright, we have to go hit that one block. So we have to come to the left here first. Shoot it. Alright, nice. Alright, on to our next boss. Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that, Society, that some of those sound effects do sound like the bomb dropping sound in Metroid 1. Alright, this is a very difficult boss. This girl has 6 different colors, and depending on the color that she is, determines the pattern that you have to deal with. And she does this super fast hop across the screen. And it took me so long to learn this boss. So we're probably gonna die here quite a bit. We'll see what happens. Oops! So for that sort of purplish pattern, you have to hop over the first 2 projectiles, duck under the third, and then hop over the other 2 that come after. And again, hop, hop, duck, 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 hop, hop, just like that. And she always goes back across the screen. Oh! I have such a hard time reacting to that jump, because it's so fast. Unbelievably fast. Yep, so when she's green, she does this, like, vertical shower of stars, and, it just goes wherever you are in the screen, so you have to, like, position yourself and just move back from one side to the other. So kind of like that. Ooh. Oh my god. Yeah, Society, it is a huge difficulty spike from the last boss. Like I said, I was stuck on this boss for, I think I got like a good hour at least when I first got here. Oh, that's a pretty easy pattern to avoid. It always does like 3 lightning bolts together, and then it just spaces them out. So as long as you move to one side and then watch the gap on the others, it's pretty easy to avoid. Ugh, my fault. Thankfully, they always give you a checkpoint like right by the boss fight. So you don't have to do any like crazy runbacks just to fight the boss again. Oh, come on. I stopped in place for a quick second, that killed me. Got me killed. Oops, why did I do that? I'm supposed to duck under the third one. There's just so much memorization. It's just hardcore memorization. And very fast reflexes. Oh, I didn't jump fast enough. That was actually a good start. We actually avoided quite a few patterns. We were doing a lot of damage. Oh, one of them went diagonally. I forgot they even do that. That's rough. No, why did I do that? Yeah, for that, like, sort of razor blade attack, or saw blade attack, you want to just sit to the far opposite side of the screen. You don't want to be in the middle of the screen for that. It's really easy to avoid if you're on the opposite side. It's actually an ideal pattern. See? It's just really easy to avoid. Probably not going to get as much damage on the boss, but I'd rather that than some of these harder patterns that are a little less predictable. Oh, I keep falling for that on the lightning bolt one. I keep trying to pummel the boss with projectiles, but I'm just sitting right out in the open, and you can't jump over her dash when, like, you're in the middle of the screen, because she jumps just too high. So you need to be, like, closer to one side of the screen if you want to avoid her jump. There's just so much, like, discipline involved here, and it's so hard to be disciplined, though, especially with how fast everything is. Hard to react. Oh, I went over too far. I got cornered by it, basically. It's not just that she's got, you know, 6 different attack patterns. It's like, depending on where the attack is, you know, depending on where it pushes you to, like on one side of the screen or the other, it's going to determine whether you actually avoid her jump attack. And you could just get cornered easily, or just get shoved towards, like, the middle of the screen, which is, again, not ideal for that jump attack. This is so scary. Oh my... Oh, I think she was almost dead, too. Oh... We got her, finally. Society, no. Usually, if you're hugging the wall, she will still technically hit you when she jumps across the screen, so you really have to jump over her. Yeah, as far as I'm aware, there's basically no safe spot in that fight. It's all about positioning and reacting properly. Whew. Yeah, thanks for the GG, I appreciate that. Man, that took us a lot of tries. Doesn't surprise me. So now we can actually hold up, and we'll sort of float down. Let's go ahead and save it. Alright, we're going to use that float back underwater. So again, back to the early part of the game. The floating definitely helps with the difficult platforming, for sure. Especially in the earlier sections, if you're repeating the earlier sections in the game, things like the float ability definitely help a lot. And if you have to, like, retraverse an area you've already struggled with, going back through it again will be easier. Especially once we get the double jump, that'll be really nice. I think I can actually, yeah, I can just, like, hover over that now. I don't have to worry about it too much. And with the floats, we can actually take this bottom route now. And by bottom route, I mean right here. Ooh, I got lucky. Oh, I was too slow. Now we will get an item later on in the playthrough that allows us to breathe underwater, and then we don't have to worry about the underwater time limit anymore. But we're not going to get that for a little while. I found the underwater parts that, require you to get through them relatively quickly. They're actually not that strict, so that is kind of nice. There we go. Alright, I think the checkpoint's over there to the right, so we're almost at one. Thanks for the GG, Sanctum. I appreciate that. Alright, there we go. Good. Alright, that part's behind us. For this part, yeah, that requires the number 2 key. We actually cannot get that right now. If you come down, it's just like this big... It's not really a maze, but it's a bunch of, like, twists and turns. You don't have enough air time to get that, so we have to actually come back there later. Yeah, a lot of these enemies you don't even have to kill, you just have to get past them. It would have been interesting if there were like other types of items you could get that might make enemies like worth killing. Like say enemies drop items like in Metroid, you know. Could have made things interesting, but again, it was inspired by a precision platformer, so it's mostly about the precision platforming, not as much the exploration part. A little bit of item collecting, but it's mostly about the really difficult platforming, as you can see here. I love how like derpily happy your character looks when he's jumping. And then he gets a spike up his butt, and then you gotta do it all over again. Alright, this is kind of tough right here. Now these things you can actually destroy, so sometimes I just don't even bother triggering the other one, I just kill it. Kill it with fire. Alright, we're just gonna skip these guys. Oops! I rushed that too much. I hope you guys are enjoying this playthrough so far. It's definitely an interesting one to show off on my channel, because again, I don't do a lot of precision platformers, let alone on NES. So this was definitely sort of a new experience for me. Ooh, that's right, spikes up here. Should be close to a checkpoint. Yep, right here. Sweet. And we have ourselves another teleporter. So we're going to teleport back just to activate it, and then save it again, so it registers. Alright, this is definitely a good difficulty spike here in this place. We've got these bouncing frogs, which are a little irritating to deal with. I'm gonna switch cups on my ears. There we go. New mechanic. These guys fly across the screen when you get in their line of sight. With these frogs, I want to just try to take them out as quickly as possible. Alright. That was close. Alright, the other night I died here a ton. You have to be like super precise here. Oh, I got it first try. Oh, man. That's good. I died there so many times. Oops! That's what I get for not dying on it. Oh, man. Oh, no, I didn't jump high enough. That was my fault. I wait for the third shot, and then I just float across. Alright, this is a tough one right here. Alright, got it. Oh, okay. Should be a checkpoint here. Yep, nice. Well, we're actually ripping right through this place, that's good. I usually die here a lot. But our goal is basically just to get to the top. And we do get some items. Whoops! I messed that up, big time. Oops, that's not good. Alright. A lot of verticality in this place too, which is pretty cool. Very different from other areas in the game. Now, you don't even have to kill those frogs. They'll just jump right over you. You position yourself right. Alright, and this is tough right here too. Oh, it messed it up. You gotta get that timing just right. See, just like that. I struggled with that frog hopping section when I first played this. So I thought, like, oh, I have to kill them. But no, it's not really the solution. There's a lot of solutions in this where it's not actually about killing the enemies, it's just about positioning yourself correctly. Ooh, good. Hey, Vince, what's going on? Whew. There's our O2 sensor. So now we can breathe underwater, no more time limit. Vince says this game moves so fast, I can't even tell exactly what happened in some rooms. Yeah. It is a very fast-moving game, and that's one thing that's actually really tough about it. Alright, what I'm gonna do is actually take a... I'm gonna step away real quick. You guys can see Milo, he's snoozing. I need to crank up my air conditioning, because it's like really warm in here right now, so I'll be right back. Alright, let's continue on. So now I think our goal is just to... Oh yeah, that's right, there's a boss. Totally forgot about that. This boss isn't too bad, actually. Pretty simple pattern. What I do is I wait for his third shot, and then I jump, and I come down here. Just rinse and repeat. Oh, come on. I did it again. Okay, why am I messing this up so badly? Why am I messing it up? Yeah, totally screwing this up, big time. I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. Maybe I'm like jumping way too early. No, yeah, that was bad. Still screwed it up. Yeah, just floating down is not good. I think I have to just not float sometimes, which will make me drop farther, faster. One thing that does suck about the boss, though, is that he does have, like, a... Like, right here, he's shielded. You can't actually hurt him. There we go. Okay, I think I got it now. Oh! I got hit by the enemy that comes up vertically from down below. Jeez. You gotta watch out for that thing, too. Oh, he slipped off the platform. Yeah, your character moves so fast, it's so easy to just slip off platforms by accident. I've made that mistake a lot in my various playthroughs. Nope, mistimed it again. Floated for way too long. Really want to watch some other playthroughs of this and see what other people do. Get up again, man. Oops, I dropped an F-bomb. Should be expected in a game like this, really. Screwed it up again. It does not give you a death counter, but apparently that was something that was added into later versions of the game. I think. Yeah, it's just literally you do the same pattern over and over again. It's just about the timing. See, just like that. Like, some of these bosses really are not that hard if you can just be precise, and I was not precise right there. Like, I totally screwed it up. You just have to do the same thing over and over again on some of these bosses. I got greedy. Society says this definitely would have been a controller throwing game for me. I hear that, man. I'm gonna snap a photo of the password, actually, just in case something happens. I'm not using my save states today on my flash card, so... And this is actually how I played this game. I just snapped photos of the passwords. It just puts you right back where you last checkpointed at, so... Nope, I floated for way too long. I mean, there were points, Society, in this playthrough where I did want to chuck my controller. Because there's still some pretty hair-raising stuff that you guys actually haven't seen yet. He's almost dead. Got him. There we go. That is rough. Oh, man. Alright, so I do not want to fall down there just yet. Let's go ahead and save it. Thanks, Sanctum. I apologize, guys, for that taking so long. Ooh, excuse me, for that taking so long. Whee! Right back here. So now we basically just work our way back down. So this area is mandatory. For one, you need the O2 item. But you also need to beat that boss, because you have to beat all 6 bosses in order to unlock the final series of levels. Now, in order to get back, we have to come down this way, so... It's not too bad. just skip that guy. Ooh, looks like we got a nice storm outside right now. So another reason why I wanted to grab a password, just in case something stupid happens and, like, my power goes out. Alright, good deal. Alright, that area is completely behind us. We do not have to come back. But now we're going to use the oxygen thing in order to... I'm going to actually teleport back, too. Let's go to... I want to say home base is probably it. We can also revisit our computer terminal, which says... Seek out key number 2 with your newfound water-breathing ability. That's what I was going to do anyway. And we'll go through this first section again. It's not really a big deal. Especially now we have the hover ability. Makes some of these jumps a little bit easier now. Nice. Yep, just skip that section completely. Look at that. Hey, Tidbit Retro says there's a lot of cool homebrews, but I'd love to see one of the big companies like Konami or Capcom randomly put out a new NES game. Yeah, I would love to see that too. We all know it's never gonna happen, but it would be pretty cool. Big companies like that, they would recognize that there's no market for it, but it's it would still be a great idea. I think it would be really cool. You know, I probably should go back and hit the checkpoint. That would be wise, I think. Splash! Alright, oops, that was... Yeah, you have to do like a little baby jump there, and I totally did not do that. Hey, Crestline, welcome back. Alright, little jump. Oh, you gotta be kidding me! Ugh. You move so damn fast in this game that you just... It's very easy to make simple mistakes like that. And then back you are to repeating sections you've already done 20 times. Very much a Souls-like in that regard. Going back to a checkpoint, having to do the same sections over and over again. Alright, there we go. That was close. Alright, now we can go left. So now that we have the oxygen item, we can actually get through this section now. Apparently in later versions of the game, they just got rid of the oxygen item altogether. So I'm guessing that would mean I could probably get this key right away then, assuming the key's in the same spot. I do actually like having to backtrack because it's a part of like the Metroidvania element. You know, it's a part of the exploration element. Alright, there we go. Key number 2. Let's go back and save it again. Society says, I got Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order for $5 on Steam a week ago. You've been really surprised at how good it is. Oh, nice. Yeah, I've heard it's a really good game. I've been wanting to try it myself because I hear it's a Souls-like. But too many games, too little time. Yeah, I just realized I don't think I need to be here right now. Actually, dying there was probably for the better. Yeah, see, I've got the number 2 key. I feel like I should probably go back. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I know you can just jump over that guy. Take the top route this time. I don't know how I want to do this. Have I heard about the new NES-style Shadowgate sequel on Kickstarter that's being made by the original creators? I have heard about that, yeah. Alright, now we can go back underwater. Since we have the number 2 key. Down this way. Okay, can't go here just yet. This is going to be like the back exit from this area. I think it's going to be... I want to say this is boss number 6, and then we open up the final area of the game. Yeah, so going through this place will give us the double jump, which will allow us to access that final boss area. So with the double jump, I'd be able to get up here, but since I don't have it yet, I can't actually do that. Yeah, new gameplay elements here as well. Oh, come on. That was garbage. Hot garbage. Tidbit asks, was that Shadowgate remake that came out on modern consoles any good? Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. I backed that Kickstarter, actually, and so I got it right away. I played it on PC. It seemed pretty decent. Although it is actually a lot more complex than the original Shadowgate. There's a lot more to it. And so I never actually really had the motivation to try to finish it. I really like the simplicity of the original Shadowgate. But it was cool, yeah. Definitely recommend it. These floating heads, and they only take 2 shots. I like that you can manipulate the direction of those oysters. Alright, checkpoint. Oops. Alright, angry starfish. Another type of enemy you don't really have to kill, just avoid them. Nice. Just checkpoint after checkpoint. That's good. Means we're making nice and smooth progress. More angry starfish. Alright, this area, if I remember correctly, gets a little challenging. Oops, I messed that up. You can kill these things, but they take a lot of hits. Ideally, what you do is you just run and jump through like that, hopefully on your first try. Okay, we just drop over here to the side. Alright, checkpoints. Yep. And this might be a boss fight. Yep. This one's actually pretty cool. It's just about dodging bullets and then shooting really fast. That was close. Oh, why am I doing that? Oh. Probably the easiest boss in the game. Oops, that was stupid on my part too. It is good to try to just focus on one turret at a time. But sometimes I like trying to spread the bullets out in order to just kind of take them out one by one in rapid succession. Alright, got it. Now this one I don't think I really have to go back and save. Yeah, it's just an item. Yeah, there's our double jump. Which makes existing parts a lot easier. But it makes new parts a lot harder, because now they're going to require you to be double jumping. So the precision platforming is going to get even crazier. And with our double jump ability, we can now access that last area with boss number 6. Oops. Angry starfish. They look so funny. Starfish that woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Oh, come on. Ooh, that was close. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Should've just skipped those guys. Just ran straight through. Like, just the most simplistic mistakes can just get you killed and you have to do an entire section over again. Alright, good deal. Finally. This game is starting to wear me out. We've only been playing for 2 hours. Not quite. There we go, that's our way back. Alright, so now we're going to utilize our double jump to get to this last area. But then there's a couple of other things I'm going to do. I had mentioned a key number 4. And I'm definitely going to show you where to get that, so we can try to get the good ending. Double jump over there. Like I said, they're going to make us use the double jump now. Quite a bit. So the platforming is going to get very tricky. Shoot these things 3 times, then they spread out into their own bullet pattern. Alright, good checkpoint. That was actually kind of risky going through that without a checkpoint. I should have hit a checkpoint before I went into this place. Oh, I meant. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Ooh, I got lucky. Very lucky. I like the blinky nature, the color cycling nature of this area. It reminds me of Gemini Man in Mega Man 3. Nice. Key number 3. Now we have to work our way back. Oops. It's intense. That's right, I forgot about that. You can get trolled on that part so easily. Alright, boss time. This is kind of an intense boss. I'm not really going to try to talk my way through it. You can just watch me attempt and fail many, many times. Yeah. Oh, come on. This was originally released over here, Brian. Then they got a Japanese version like 8 years later or something like that. And this is a homebrew game, so this wasn't released back in the day. This came out in 2010. Oh, come on, man. That is such an easy pattern to avoid. He's almost dead. Got him. Nice. Very nice. Let's go back and save it. How do I keep from throwing the controller through my screen? It's easy. I don't throw my controller through my screen. There you go. Now, you know, making holes in my walls, that's a different story. That was Yellow Devil hard? That was actually a lot harder than Yellow Devil. Yellow Devil's a pretty easy fight. Alright, so we've got all of our items. Now I want to go back to where our boss pedestals were. But first, I want to get key number 4. I will show you how to get key number 4. Have to go back towards the beginning of the game. Oops! Why did I do that? I'm a dummy. Let's go down here. Actually, no, let's not. Alright, so we want to come up this way. And your computer terminal actually hints at this, by the way. I had to look up a walkthrough online to figure out what the hell I was supposed to do. But basically, from this platform, you just jump, and double jump, and then just float. All the way over here. Nice. And there's key number 4. So you actually need key number 4 if you want the good ending. But you also need it if you want to access that secret area I was talking about earlier. Somewhere in an irregular green place there lies the entrance to a perilous gauntlet of rooms. One who survives will be granted extra attack power. You'll need to bypass an illusion to enter. So what I'm going to do is come this way. And I'm going to try to show off this place. We have to go through this sky base again. But this place will be a little bit easier now. We've got some extra abilities. Alright. Okay. I almost screwed that up. Whoop. Whoa there. Oh, I screwed it up. I'm an idiot. You gotta go through this platforming section again, which gave us a little bit of hell earlier. A little bit easier, though. Much easier, actually. Alright, so I want to say this is called, like, the Gauntlet of Evil or something like that. I don't remember the exact name, or maybe it's Cavern of Evil, I don't know. But it's this right here. This place is, very, very mean. And I have not successfully gone through this, so we'll give it a few tries. A few honest tries. This is such a pain in the ass. Yeah, I didn't think I would actually get through this on stream, but I definitely wanted to show it off. It's definitely an interesting part of the game. This is where things get very precision-oriented. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. And I had yet to actually see a checkpoint in this place outside of that first one. So I don't know if there are checkpoints or if you have to go through the whole thing in one sitting. gotta be kidding me. Come on. There we go. I did it again? Are you serious? That is actually a pretty easy room. I've gotten it many times. Oh, okay. Come on, man. Yeah, I don't think I've been past that room, actually. I think that's as far as I've made it. So the significance of beating this place is you get the damage amp, which doubles your damage output. Which, honestly, after having gone through the last parts of the game, that would definitely come in useful. Especially when it came to the other boss fights. There's still a couple more boss fights we have to go through. I mean, I beat them all without the damage amp, but man, it would be really nice to have it. That is such a hard part, man. Just, I can't line up those bullets properly. I just don't know how to do it. And the thing is, you've got to go through all of this, like, hair-raising stuff just to try it again. It's brutal. Oh. Falling down those pits is difficult as well. Because you've got to get it on your first try, otherwise you just end up sitting out right in the open and you get nailed by a projectile. Oh, screwed it up. I'm dead. Don't think I can get this. Nope. Yeah, a lot of this stuff, you got to get it right in your first try, otherwise you got to do the whole thing over. Again, that's why they call them precision platformers. Not a lot of leeway in some of these situations. Oh my god, see, like that, I went just a little too far. You've got no control of your speed in this game. There's no, like, walk functionality. It's all just running. And your guy is really fast. Alright, I'll give this a few more tries, then we will go to the final area of the game. The reason I wanted to show this off first is that once you're in the final area, you are stuck there. You can't exit. I don't need to kill that guy, but I like to do it just for the sake of revenge sometimes. He's killed me so many times. Oh, come on. Alright, one more try. Got it. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, no, no, really? Okay, that's actually not too bad. This is insane. Still no checkpoint. Holy crap, we did it, guys. Oh my god, we did it. Oh man, that's a first for me. And I was always wondering about that vertical shaft. Woo! Yes, we know now we've got double the firepower for the rest of the game. Oh man. That was really cool. That's a first for me. Yeah, it makes a different sound. It's really cool. Yeah, if you play on easy mode, it gives you the damage amp by default, and your character turns, like, pink. But it looks like here, it is double the output, but, my character is still green, so that just is an easy mode thing. Chat's gotten really quiet. I'm a little sad there was no fanfare for that. That was an accomplishment for me. Alright, so we're gonna work our way back to the that boss door area. Alright, so I need to go back to my teleporter. I always forget where the teleporters are, so sometimes I'll just go right back to the very beginning like this. It's not that hard. Whoops. Thanks for the GGs, big dogs. I appreciate that. Yeah, so I learned something. You do have to do that entire cavern in one swoop. There are no checkpoints. Proceed to the inner sanctum. Good luck. Thanks, Gotcha. Alright, and remember, when we come here, we can't get out. So... But wait, there's more! we're still not at the end of the game. We still have many more excruciating stages of precision platforming. And with a little bit of BS thrown in as well. But now that I've got double the firepower, this shouldn't be as bad as it normally is. Oops! I messed that up. Ugh. Man, I always just forget how to deal with that. It's just those balls bounce back and forth so quickly. It's very difficult to read that pattern. Again, you gotta do the easy parts first, just to get back and try it again. Ugh, hate it so much. Actually, you know, I have an idea. This is probably dangerous, but it is an idea. For that section, I've always just tried to cut through, but it's possible I might be able to just, oh, that's not good. Maybe just, like, shoot them. See, like that. Yeah, that worked. That didn't. God damn it. Ugh. Alright, good. Wow. Good checkpoint. Whew. That's behind us. Yep, vertical star guy. Well, at least these parts don't take as long, now that I've got the double firepower. Yeah, so basically this level throws everything at you that you've learned so far. With some twists. Like this right here. You have to float there. I've gotten it once without floating, but it's like, it's almost impossible. Anyone out there feeling tense just yet? Hey, Boston Burf, what's going on, dude? How are you doing tonight? Nice. Zexus says, oh god. Right. This is definitely final level material, that is for sure. Good, trying to organize your desk area. Right on. This game is about as fun as trying to organize a desk area. Oops. These fish are so fast. Angry starfish. Yeah, you can kill those guys in one hit now, which is nice. This is also pretty mean. Alright, checkpoint hopefully. Yes. And this is where the BS sets in. Your inventory has been lost! So for the rest of the game, we basically have to get our inventory back. It's brutal. But now we're back to square one in terms of abilities. At least I still have my double damage, which is good. Yeah, the damage amp just makes these sections go a lot faster. Oh crap, that's right, I'm timed again, because I don't have the oxygen sensor. So I think we're gonna have to redo this section, actually. I wasn't going fast enough in the beginning. Oops! Trying to use my float, and I don't have it anymore because I lost it. It's like for the last hour and a half I've been using these abilities, and now I can't. It's just mean. Oops. Double oops. Oh, I didn't jump high enough. Are you freaking kidding me? I'm making so many, like, basic mistakes right now, which is just bad. Oh, why did I do that? That's an easy section. Well, I'm definitely having to spend less time killing enemies here now with the damage amp. Oh, thank you. We got it. Alright, now I can breathe underwater again. Let's go ahead and save it. So now I'm going to go the opposite way. Is that Scott? Hey, Scott! You've never seen anyone play this game. Amazing. Well, now you have. I'm actually surprised you haven't seen people play this, Scott. Oops. I know you're like you're a big NES guy. What am I doing wrong here? I've already gotten through this section like 10 times. That's what I'm doing wrong. It's just taking it way too slow. Yeah, Scott, I don't know if you've played this much or if you've beaten it before, but this is the final area of the game. You've seen some try the first section, then quit. It's exactly what I did when I first played this game. I was like, yeah, I don't have the patience for this. But then this week, I just tried it. And I was like, oh. It wasn't as bad as I originally thought. Still not easy by any means, that's for sure. But it's very doable. It is tough, but fair. Alright, so we got our double jump. Unfortunately, we have to work our way back. No easy shortcut on this one. Oh, that's our high jump, not double jump. Okay. Still have to work my way back, though. Have to deal with the angry starfish. Oh, that was close. Alright, I think that's it. Good deal. Whee! Oh, that's rough. Ooh, close. Oh, come on. Alright, double jump. Let's let him inch forward. Super slow snail. We're gonna fall in between these shooters. Yeah. Need to play it safe. Alright, nice. Got it. Alright, good to save it. Okay, so we got the double jump. I think we have to go upwards here now. Then we're gonna get our float, then we go down that spike pit. Ooh, boy. I should have actually reset that screen. The nice thing about this is, like, if you see, like, a dangerous pattern, you can be like, oops, and just go off screen. And then reset it. Oh. Project Blue, also a crazy platformer. I've never actually seen that, Scott. I should check that out. Project Blue. Yeah, never heard of that one before. Ooh! Nice. Nice, got my float. We have to work our way back. Oh, you gotta be effing kidding me. That was like the last room. Stupid green ball. I mean, like I mentioned, this is definitely like last level material, so... Doesn't surprise me. Doesn't surprise me that it gets this brutal. Whoa there. Thought that was my last room. Apparently not. There it is. Oh, that was actually really easy. I was just able to snipe it from down here. I don't know why I tried to get fancy earlier. Alright, let's save it, and then back down to this last one. This is gonna take us to a boss fight. Alright, this boss is also really fast. With some very particular patterns you gotta adhere to. As you can see, he likes to freeze the screen. Middle? Yes. See, just like that. Woo! Okay, we got it. And man, because of the damage amp, we just made quick work of that guy. That's awesome. That was another one of those boss fights that took me many tries trying to figure out the patterns. Alright, let's see if we can save it again. Yeah, the first time I beat this game, it was without the damage amp, so it was even harder at the end. Alright, this is our last level. Oh, last boss apparently. Alright, this guy has a lot of patterns to him. Oops. Epilepsy warning. Oh, I did it again. He's got like 4 or 5 different attack patterns, and they are all just random. That's how a lot of these bosses are. Ugh. Sorry, with that missile pattern, you want to be up top. You have to hit him in like the green visor. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. It's so fast. That attack always catches me off guard. Gotta watch out for his face blinking. We got him. Alright guys, we just beat the game. About 2.5 hours. Not too bad actually. It took me way more than that to learn the game for the first time. Ooh, hey Black Gift, welcome back. Thanks for the GGs, both Black Gift and Scott. I appreciate that. So by having key number 4, we can actually get the best ending, or the good ending, I should say. So I've never actually gone left here, but if you have key number 4, that's where you want to go for the good ending. Hey, thank you, Gotcham. Thank you, Zanctum. Thanks for the GGs. Man. Kind of a quiet ending. So that basically ends up leading into the second game, I'm assuming. I haven't played the second game yet, but I'm definitely gonna have to try now. Oh man. Yeah, so that was really cool. We actually managed to get the damage amp, which that's the first time I did that. So I'm glad I was able to show that off on stream as well. Nagakonda. Seahorse turret. Amethyst Angel. That's a pretty cool boss. Zed. Super Mech. Yeah, so it looks like it was actually a bunch of people that worked on this game. It's pretty cool. NintendoAge.com. R.I.P. R.I.P. So there's actually one more thing I wanted to show off before we end the screen. Screen. Before we end the stream. I can't talk today, man. There's one more little bonus level to check out. Alright, so we're going to do a password. And this was a level that was apparently demonstrated at a gaming convention a long time ago. I think it was like a Screw Attack gaming convention. I miss those guys. Yeah, you type in SGC level, and you get a bonus level. And your times. Whoops. You have all of your abilities. That's it. Congratulations. Yes, it is pretty cool that you're timed. So, you know, I bet people at this convention were trying to compete for times. Yeah, so there is another version of this game that came out after. Again, it was released in Japan. And it has a lot of changes. It even apparently has some extra bonus stages that you can do. I don't think they work. I don't think those passwords work in this one. We're gonna try it. Oh yeah, the passwords don't even fit. It's Golden Fort, but yeah, it doesn't work. Yeah, so that version had extra content, and there are a lot of other changes apparently, and so I need to try that version, see what it's like. Yeah, no, this is not a hack, Darren. This is a full-blown homebrew for NES. It came out in 2010. It was by Cyvac Games. And there is now a version that can be bought on modern platforms, primarily Xbox One and Xbox Series consoles and itch.io. I'd like to see him port it to like PS4, PS5, and Switch. That'd be cool to be able to get just like this game out to more people, because you can't buy the cartridge anymore for NES. They did a couple runs of the game. There were probably about, you know, there's probably 2,000 to 3,000 copies out there, I'm guessing, maybe even up to 4,000. But it's, yeah, you can't buy it anymore. I checked Retro USB's website earlier today, and unfortunately it is gone. So the only way to play this is either on a flash card or emulation, or picking up the modern version, which the modern version I think has a lot of changes. So I'm gonna have to check it out. I have a Xbox, so I will give it a try. But Gotcham, no, the password is Golden Fort. It's for a different version that has more characters on the password screen. So, I'm looking at it right now. So, for anyone that's curious, it's for version 2.0. This is version 1.1. Yeah, it's called Battle Kid Dangerous Trap. It's the Japanese version of the game. So, it's pretty cool. Yeah, I definitely need to try that version. But alrighty guys, that's gonna do it for me. Get some last-minute Milo. 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 He's sleeping for a change. He's usually cracked out. Demand me start over. I demand you wait for the archive. I'll post it tomorrow. Or later tonight. This was a shorter one, so I might be able to actually publish it early. Yeah, he's really sleepy right now, apparently. Hey, you're welcome, Gotcha. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, man. I'm hungry. I'm looking forward to getting some food. But alrighty, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I do know the chat got pretty quiet there in the second half of the stream. But I was able to get through it. And, yeah, hopefully you guys had fun, the ones that stuck around. If you're watching the archive, let me know if you made it this far. Feel free to drop a comment on the video. Feel free to give it a thumbs up. And, I'll be back with some other streams sometime soon. Since I am feeling a little bit better, I might try to work on, maybe Shadow of the Ninja, for NES as a quick play. So maybe I'll try to do that in the next couple days, and I'll try to have my next quick play posted for, you know, publicly, on Friday or Saturday. It's a Nintendo 64 game, so stay tuned for that. And yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. I guess, until the next one, take it easy.